So I want to make a video about UV tattoo inks because I'm a big supporter of them. I love them. Like, I have the shit all over my face. Clearly I like it. But there's also a lot of people that are up on the fence about it. It seems to be one of two things, where people either are totally in love with it or they don't understand it, don't like it, don't really think it's a good idea, which is understandable because there's really not a lot of information out about them yet. Like, this isn't like a thing that's been going on forever. I mean, tattooing itself has only been done like a couple hundred years, so it's not like this is like some crazy thing that everybody knows all about. Like, one of the big arguments is that it's not FDA approved, which is absolutely true. But a lot of tattoo inks aren't really FDA approved either, because the FDA isn't in the business of regulating tattoo inks. I mean, why would they? It's not a food or a drug, although the shit is pretty damn addicting. Like, if you go online, you'll see, oh, our UV ink is FDA approved, safe for human consumption. They're probably lying. And if they have to put that statement on their product, you probably shouldn't buy it. This is one of those situations where you definitely want to take a couple minutes and research what you're getting put into your skin, because shit's permanent. Whether it's UV ink, regular ink, whatever, research the shit. Like, if you're a tattoo artist, know what you're buying, know what you're using, know what you're putting in somebody. If you're just getting a tattoo, know what you're getting put into you, know who the person is that's doing it. Like, spend half an hour to get to know the person, maybe. One of the big selling points that I see with UV ink when I go online a lot is invisible. The word invisible gets thrown out a lot when they're trying to sell their shit. Like, you won't see it at all. Keep it from your family. Keep it from your boss. And that's kind of true. Like, there are two shades that are invisible as far as daylight light goes. Like, there's a white, you can't see it all, and there's a yellow. It's like yellow-green. I have that on my face here. The 3 dots that I have going up the side of my face, and I have 2 dots right here on my forehead, and it's that yellow-green shade. Under normal light, you don't see them at all. You don't see any kind of scarring. You don't see any raised bumps or anything like that. So they really are invisible in the sense that you have to know me and know that they're there in order to actually see them. So you can have it invisible in the sense that you won't see it during the daylight. But a lot of that falls on the person who's tattooing you. If they say, oh, you're going to be left with redness, you're going to be left with scarring, that's usually the tattoo artist, and you might want to go to somebody else. A good idea is to check out their invisible work. As far as the invisible ink goes, like, look at work that they've done, and if you see any redness or scarring, you might want to go to somebody else. Research people. I mean, I've got them on my face. I've got, like, the ones that are here are not invisible at all. The slashes that are down the side of my face, my forehead piece, this all up in here, the crown piece right here, it's not invisible. Like, on a normal day, you see it. People can, like, if I have my hair pulled up, you're going to see this shit pretty clearly. Like, even when I have my hair down, you see the ones on my face. They're hard to miss. So, invisible is not always true. You really need to check the pigment. You need to check the person doing it. But they can be. Like, they can be hidden. Now, there's a big issue with people saying that they yellow over time or they get brown. Like, the yellow-green color is supposed to turn like a brown over time. You kind of see it. It gets, like, gross looking. I don't have that problem yet, but I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm not saying these people lie about that because I haven't had them very long. If they do, I'm probably going to go over it again and see what happens. I don't know. So, if you're getting sold on the fact that you're getting an invisible tattoo, make sure that you really research the person doing it, because they can give you an invisible tattoo and they can give you a scar that'll look like shit. Nobody wants that. As far as what I've seen, I'm not going to talk about any brands of UV inks in particular that don't work or aren't good. I'm not here to trash any brands. I'm going to talk about the ones that I've used or seen. The forehead piece that I have right here, you can see my crown is done all the way to the sides. This all up in here, my crown piece, it goes up here, it goes all the way around. This was done with Skin Candy UV ink, and it was actually done by 2 artists in the same sitting. It was done by Angel Rivera and Jason Williams of Steampunk in State College. If you're going to get a tattoo, go to them. They are fucking amazing. I love them. They used Skin Candy on my forehead, and it turned out great. The yellow didn't stay, but, I mean, in retrospect, the yellow that I use now didn't stay either, so it's kind of okay. But where they put the pink, like, My glowy hair is getting in the way. The pink that they used up in here stayed vibrant. The orange, it stayed real good. I haven't had any real issues with it. It faded after I got it. Like, you kind of almost can't see the orange in the daylight unless you look, but it glows magnificently. Now, what I've got on my face, the actual face part, my slashes, I used Iron Butterfly. And the same with my dots. I actually used Iron Butterfly on them. I did them myself. So much fun, let me tell you. And I haven't had any issues with Iron Butterfly or Skin Candy either. Skin Candy was, when they used it, they said that it was kind of thinner. I don't really have any complaints about how the color stuck. I mean, it glows amazing. And when I'm at a rave, you see the shit clearly. It's cool. Same goes with Iron Butterfly. I haven't had any real issues with Iron Butterfly. I mean, I'm like 2-3 feet away from the light, and the shit's still glowing. So it's very vibrant. You'll see it. It's amazing. I'm a big supporter of UV ink. When it comes to what I use, these. I love these. These are Iron Butterfly. I got it in a pack of 5. And out of all 5, I really only have a complaint about this one, the green. It's called Stay Glow Green. Shit don't glow at all. Like, at all. I'm not about to try it on me. I'm not about to try it on anybody else, honestly, because I don't think it'll work. As far as my other colors, they have an orange. Look how bright that shit is. Like, that shit's amazing. Why would you not want something like that on you? Flamingo Pink. I'm a big supporter of this one, too. I have this on my face. You can't really mix the UV ink with regular ink. Like, you can't pigmentize it, if you know what I'm trying to say. Like, you can't darken it, you can't lighten it with another one. I put a little bit of red in the pink that I used before I did this, and I put a little bit of yellow in it too, that yellow color that's right up here. It glows really bright, and it kind of gave it a little bit of a more red color. So to say that you can't mix them might be true, but I don't buy it. I mean, it can. You can go too much. You can put too much in it. It won't work. Play with it. If you're a tattoo artist, play with the shit. This one. Love this one. Look at it. It's like I'm at a rave. Ah, love it. Firefly Yellow. This shit is amazing. This one. You really have to shake it. Like, the pigments, in most tattoo inks, your pigment will settle anyway, so you have to shake it anyway. But this stuff, you really have to shake. I don't know if you can see that real well, but it's like it's almost more of a hot pink than purple, but you can see the purple in it. Love this shit. Love it. More of this is going to be going on my face, definitely. I think I'm addicted to UV face tattoos. So it's really, when it comes to the brand, you should know what you're using, putting into you, whichever the case may be. Each one's going to say that they're the best. That's their job. If you're selling something, you say you're the best anyway. But I would recommend, personally, Iron Butterfly, Skin Candy. Skin Candy's always good. I like Skin Candy quite a lot as far as the regular ink goes, and Starbright. Starbright, I haven't used any of their UV inks, but I like Starbright quite a bit. I love their white, so maybe their UV ink will be awesome. Intense, I haven't got to use any of theirs yet. Definitely excited to check that out. I love Intense, love everything that they do. Plug. So, if you're going to use UV ink, research it. Check out the pros, the cons. Don't let somebody else tell you what is in it, what's going on with it, all this stuff. I've met tattoo artists that don't know half the shit that they should about it. I mean, educate yourself. Whether you're getting it, whether you're doing them, educate yourself. Know what you're doing. Now for the fun part. I'm going to show you what they look like with the actual black light, and then you can see what the different pigments look like in the actual normal light. You've seen the dots, the yellow dots on my forehead, my crown piece. This all glows so amazing at night. Like, in the black light, you can't miss it. It's so great. Same with my face lashes. They're really hard to miss. That pink shows up really vibrantly. And like I said, they say you can't mix it. I mixed a little bit of red, a little bit of the yellow in. Did it hurt it? I don't know. Make your own choice. Figure it out. The dots, like my green dots, glow amazing. There's definitely going to be more green on my face soon. I'm so excited for that. But I'm about to show you in a second. In the normal light, you're not going to see them at all. It's really cool. Now in the normal light, you can't see as much. Now you can see the pink slashes. Clearly my pink slashes are hard to miss. I mean, that's vibrant pink. That shit stands out. You definitely need some kind of concealer if you're going to hide them, which you can do. They actually make tattoo concealers, and for something as light as UV ink, that's not even an issue at all. I mean, you throw a concealer on that, you're not going to see it. I've thrown concealer on my forehead tattoo. You don't see it. There was no raising, no scarring, so there wasn't anything to really give it away anyway. So if you use a concealer, you're definitely going to be able to hide them. The dots, I mean, like I said, my green dots, you can't see at all. There's no brown, there's no spots or anything, there's no scarring. The same with my dots up here. There's nothing. It's invisible. It really is an invisible tattoo in the sense that you can't see it in the normal light. But you get up close, you can clearly see my forehead tattoo. Like those pinks, the purple really shows up. That purple shows up so great in the daylight. That's the one color. It's really, really dark. And it may not glow as bright as the pink or the orange, but in the daylight it really stands out, and those purple streaks really make all the difference, and they did such a great job with it. So if you're going to get UV ink, make sure that it's something that you want. If you're not a person that's going to be around a black light all the time, or you're not in a situation where you get to show it off all the time to people, it might not be the one for you. It might be. Who knows? I don't know who you are. If you're looking for a tattoo that you may mean something, but you want to hide from maybe a boss or something, yeah, it's a good idea, but if you have to hide a tattoo, maybe it's not a good idea to get that tattoo anyway. I mean, I'm the last person that's going to talk somebody out of a tattoo, but hey. So that's it. I hope you found it educational, fun, witty. Hope you liked my soothing, relaxing voice, all that good stuff. If you liked it, click like, tell your friends, do whatever internet people do with things they like. If you didn't like it, toss the hate. Keep the hate coming. Haters, we love you. Keep it coming. Thank you. Happy tattooing.